Hey, it's Jeff from Home Renovation DIY here, and we're back with part 3 of a series talking about gig economy, how you guys can start working on the side and making money, and the pitfalls and the benefits and the processes that you need to go through. Today's video is about marketing and pricing. It's not about determining what you're worth. It's determining what the market will bear. And that's a business phrase that you get in basic understanding about how to run a business. What the market will bear means how much are they willing to pay for something. It's a supply and demand market we have, right? So if you've got 100 people wanting something and only one guy can deliver it, and you can only satisfy 10 customers a year, the other 90 are left without any service at all. And so what ends up happening is people start saying, hey, well, instead of 50 bucks, how about 100? How about 1,000? It's like an auction, okay? That's what the market will bear. Research is key. You're in business. Treat it like one. Even if it's only 1 or 2 jobs a week or a month, treat it like a business. Do some research. Know who your competition is. Know how much they're charging for the service, and that'll help you to determine where you want to charge. It's an easy game if it's $100 for a service to come in and market yourself at 90. That doesn't mean it's a race to the bottom. It's just that's your entry zone. You can undercut a price, which means the lower the price, the lower the expectation, which makes it easier to make happy customers, which makes it easy to get good reviews. And then as you gain confidence and experience, you'll be able to say, you know what, I can charge as much as the other guy. No reason why not. When it comes to marketing, we got 2 major classifications. Small gig economy. You got neighborhood marketing or you've got online marketing. Now, let's deal with the neighborhood marketing because it's my favorite. It's old school. Let's say you're providing a service like our fireman friend over here and he's washing windows, okay? And he's going to be on a ladder. You write this down. You can go on Google and you can type in Vistaprint. No, I'm not sponsored, but I've used them before and it works. So you can go on Vistaprint and you can create your own lawn sign. And they come cheap too. And you can just buy a few. And you can go into a neighborhood and stick a lawn sign there. And everybody will drive back and forth. And people that need your service will read that sign and give you a call. Piece of cake. That's called marketing. And you can identify customers in the neighborhood that you want to work. Pick the neighborhood you want to work in. Because the neighborhood will represent a certain income level, which is the kind of client you want. You can identify that for yourself. You want to work for millionaires? You want to work for regular working class people? Whatever you would choose. It's your call. Pick your spot. Put in a sign. And the phone will ring. Get a magnet for your car if you want. Or your truck. Now you can go to Home Depot and you're going to go shopping. Leave your car near the entrance where everybody can read the magnet on the way in. Little things like that. You'd be surprised how many people will pull out a phone, take a shot of that magnet, and they'll call you when they're ready. Another way to do it is you can canvass a neighborhood. You can go door to door. You can drop off flyers or business cards. Go to a local church Sunday at 10 or 11, and you can flyer drop the whole parking lot. They usually don't have parking lot security, so it's a great way to get the message out. There's a lot of creative things you can do. One of the things you need to do is have a sign for when you're on location. Stick that sign in the front yard while you're working there. That is super important. When you're putting together your lawn signs, make sure you include a picture of you and make sure you're looking professional. Shirts, sleeves, smile, clean haircut, all that kind of jazz. Remember, the marketplace right now for gig economy is largely older retired people. And if you don't know any old retired people, they're kind of expecting you to conduct yourself in the following manner. Clean shaven, clean cut, clean clothes, smile, yes sir, yes ma'am. If you're there for 10 o'clock and that's your appointment, if you're not early, you're late. Consider it. This is what they expect. That's the world they live in. That's how they were raised. So trying to meet that expectation as much as possible will give you a lot of benefits when it comes time to getting paid. And it'll increase their satisfaction with your service. If you're supposed to be there at 10 and you're there at 9:58, for the last 15 minutes, they've been nervous. Is he coming at all? Is he going to make the appointment? They're going to be pacing around the house. They're going to get anxiety because you're not there early. So understanding your client will help you decide if you want to work for them or not. And then we got online marketing. You can always do a website. You can go to GoDaddy and they'll help you build one there. Or you can join a network group or a Facebook group or start an Instagram page. All of these things do really good. You can post pictures or take video of you on a job site talking about what you're doing. Doesn't have to be much, but use keywords. So if you're in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, go Crimson Tide, tell people in the video where you are. And someone will say, Tuscaloosa window washer near me. Boom, Google, bam, bam, bam. You pop up. Amazing how fast and easy that is. But if you use that kind of information correctly, you'll find clients the modern way. Same thing with Facebook. If you wanted to get on there, the older the social media, the older the person using it. So if you're looking for retired folks, Facebook is a great place to open up an account and you can market directly to the people in your neighborhood. So that takes care of some pricing issues and some marketing issues. But what about how as a business person am I going to actually collect my money? So we have some really cool things nowadays. We have different apps, and you can have an app that'll help you with your scheduling and your appointments and your customer response, and then it'll also have invoicing, and it'll take credit card payments, and you can do all these wonderful things, or you can take cash. The more organized you are with your technology, the less work you have to do to keep organized. If you have a good app that monitors all of your customers and all of your transactions and takes payment, it'll do all of that for you. My goodness, when at the end of the month, boom, you'll get a report and you'll know exactly how much money you made. Like, it's just awesome that way. If you're doing gig economy or labor work, even if it's for a couple of days, I'm going to make a suggestion. Run your business this manner. Always get paid before you leave the same day. There's no checks in the mail. I'll catch you next time. No. Make sure your customers know your expectation is getting paid the same day that you're working there. That'll help reduce the amount of accounts receivable you're running and chasing after people and bad debts. It'll get rid of a lot of people who are planning on getting you to do something for free and not paying you if they know up front you're expecting that money that day. Remember, you're in business, so of course you're charging 2 or 3 times what you would get paid if you were an employee. And if you run into trouble with somebody who doesn't want to pay you, it's just a few $100, right? Suck it up, buttercup. You know, it's going to happen once in a while. It's not a regular thing, but it's going to happen once in a while. Expect it. It's like being a waiter. Every once in a while, someone's going to do a table and they're not going to leave you a tip. So what? Move on. It's a numbers game. It's not worth the aggravation or the risk of getting into a confrontation with somebody over a couple $100. Not if you're charging enough. Now, if you're cheap and you're not charging enough, that can really hurt. So don't be cheap. And then, of course, what do you do if somebody doesn't pay you? Well, depending on the size of the project. In my experience, anything under $1,000 isn't worth the aggravation to chase after. Costs you another day to chase them. If you want to go to small claims court or something, you're going to lose a perfectly good day that you could have been working. And then you're probably not going to get the same result as if you had just gone and done another job. Unfortunately, the people that are hiring know that as well. So do be picky. And the more you build your business, the more referral network you get, the less that will happen because there's social pressure. If Nancy says, hey, Mary, use this guy, he's great, and Mary doesn't want to pay you, then you go back to Nancy and say, hey, Nancy, you told me Mary would be a good client, but she didn't pay the bill. Well, now Nancy and Mary got problems too, right? It helps to eliminate a lot of that stress. One more thing you can do. When you get on a job site, when you walk in the house, take pictures of all the damage in the home that you see. If there's a scratch on the floor, take a picture of it. If there's a hole in the wall, take a picture of it. You don't want anybody saying, oh, you did damage to my house. So the way you protect yourself is you take pictures of all the damage before you start. Your camera should have a date and time stamp on it. Having that photo evidence is a huge thing. Be careful. Use site protection if you're going inside someone's house. You're in their domain. That's their kingdom. And it's a little different than just cutting their grass. When you're doing Facebook or websites, okay, pictures are cute. That's nice. But videos are better. Everybody can steal a picture of a job that has been done and post it online. But if you make a video and you're in the video, well, then it's yours. One more thing, always take pictures and video on your jobs as you go, while you're doing it. Do shorts, do Instagram posts, do TikTok. If you're gonna post on all these things and all these platforms in order to develop a business, post 3 times a day if you can. It'll help get your foot in the door and develop a social media. Social media is a great way to build a business. Learn how to love it, even if you don't. Use it, like me.